Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a Design Spark mechanical tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a basic friction folder. Okay, we're first going to open up the program. I'm going to be doing this in millimeters, so we'll go ahead and create a new design. Make sure that it's in millimeters. If you want to follow along, we'll go plan view. We're going to bring in this little drawing that I found as an example. Put that in the middle. Full size this. I want to make this 160 millimeters. So we're going to draw a reference line out here. Type in 160. And then we'll select to end the line. Now we're going to go ahead and blow this knife up to 160. It's a little bit bigger. Alright, this is good enough. It's 160. Okay, now we're going to get rid of this line. So now there's a few things that we want to draw. I'm going to put that circle in the middle there. Alright, let's Control plus. So first thing we want to do is draw the blade. So we're going to go ahead and I'll start there, make this fairly straight. Now it looks like this might come up a little bit, so we'll angle this up a little bit. Then we're going to come down to there. Now we'll select to end the line. Now we're going to go ahead and get our 3-point arch. We're going to click on the end point there. We're going to come over to about there. And then we'll just make sure this is rounded here. Actually undo that. Go from there to there. And then just pull that out a little bit. Let's do 50, or actually on tab. Okay, 50. Now we'll select the click off. Now I'm going to get the line tool again. And we're going to come from here, endpoint. I'm just going to overdraw this for now. This curved part we're going to do with the spline tool. So we'll grab our spline tool. We're going to start here. And just kind of click as you need to go. And don't be too concerned about being perfect. Just kind of make sure that your points are spaced. You can always go ahead and adjust this. This is going to be our handle that stops the blade when we open and close it. Alright, so we'll just end it there, select the click off. Now we're going to put a tangent line in here. Right somewhere around there. We're going to come over to here. Select the click off. Now we're going to go ahead and trim. Let's get our trim away. Trim away that. Trim away that up there. And then trim away this. Now we're going to go ahead and get our create rounded corner. We're going to round this right here. Alright, now get your trim away. Okay, so now you have a nice round part there. You have the knife blade. And then we're going to put these holes in here. Control plus, go ahead and get the hole there. We're going to do these 3 millimeters. Then we're going to do our stop pin 3 millimeters. Okay, now go to move. Let's make sure this isn't touching anything. We want it close, but we don't want to touch it. Alright, that's good enough. Now Control minus. Now we're going to go ahead and pan over. I'm going to draw this shape here. We'll get our 3-point arch. I'm going to go from there over to here. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get our spline tool. We're going to draw the rest of this shape here. Click and curve, click and curve. Get as close as you can, but remember these spline nodes are adjustable, so your part doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going to overdraw, select the click off. Now we're going to go ahead and start from here over with the line. So we'll get our tangent line. We're going to go here. Actually, undo that. Let's just get our regular line tool. We want to draw a couple of these. Actually, I'm going to draw one, select the click off, then get the 3-point arch. Then we're going to go from here over to here. It's a little bit of a curve in there, not much. And then we'll click there. Now I'm going to do the spline tool to draw the this part of it here. So we'll get our endpoint, click curve, click curve. Now we're going to just overdraw. Then select the click off. Now get our trim away. We want to trim away these 2 points. Now you're going to put this piece in there. Let's adjust these. So get our select. We're going to click here. Click on these little nodes, these little round circles. Just kind of drag them in a little bit. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and get our line tool. We're going to come from here, straight down. You can overdraw, just make sure the lines are straight. Then we're going to come from here over. Make sure the lines are straight. Get your 3-point arch. I'm going to go from there over to here. And then give this click. Give that line a little curve in. Alright, select the click off. Get your trim away tool. Let's trim these. Get rid of that little piece there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and select. I want to move these in a little bit. So let's grab that point there. Grab this point here. And that middle point there. Okay, that's good enough. So now we have all our elements of the knife. So let's Control minus. And then what we want to do now is get rid of this. Don't need it. Let's all right, we're going to go ahead and let's see here. None of this stuff's touching. We got to close it up. Knife blade here should be closed. I'm not really sure why it's not. Let's go to pull. Let's make sure it is. Okay, it is. Okay, we're good. Scared me for a second there. Thought it wasn't closed. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this. Let's grab all this. Control plus. Let's go to top view. And then Control minus out. Well, let's make sure we get all these parts here. Okay, now we're going to move this. Let's move it over. Actually, undo that. Type there, go to move, type 40. Actually, that should be minus 40. Sorry about that. Minus 40. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and get rid of that line. Let's move this. Let's copy this. Control C, Control V. And let's move this over. Type 40 in there. Okay, 40. And this is going to be our blade. This is going to be our, you can get rid of this line here. I don't need it. Okay, it looks like I somehow got a line in there. Didn't want it to be there, but looks like it's going to we'll have to get rid of it. Okay, let's Control plus. All right, let's go ahead and Control minus. Let's click on this piece here. Should have had 2 holes in there, but somehow I got rid of them. right, I forgot to add those in here. Let's go Control Plus. Let's pan over. Let's put those in there. Three millimeters there, and then 3 millimeters there. Okay, Control minus. Let's go back to the pull. Let's grab these. Hold down Control key. Let's do a copy, paste. Let's go to move. Let's drag that out of the way. I think I moved the other one 40. Just keep a reference to how far you're moving stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go get rid of that line. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get your select. Click on the line, hit delete. Okay, now you're going to do the same over here. Okay, now you got to extrude this stuff. So let's spin this, let's pull. You're going to pull this out here. Click on it, pull. I want to pull this. Let's make this scale 4 millimeters. Okay, so that's 4 millimeters. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and pull this blade 2 millimeters. So let's go ahead and spin this right there. Okay, so you're going to pull this. You're going to click here. You're going to pull this way. Let's type in 2. Okay, you got that. It looks like I took the pin off of there. All right, so we'll just have to copy this, move it over, and then pull the pin through. All right, that's one scale. And now you're going to have to extrude this. Let's extrude this piece out here. Go ahead and spin, see which way you're going to pull this way. So let's go to the pull. And we're going to pull this way. Type in 2 millimeters. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and spin this. Now we have all these solids that we need to rename. Okay. So what we're going to do now is go back to the top view. Let's go ahead and grab that piece there. Let's go to move. Let's move it over right here to 40. So we'll type in 40, hit enter. Okay, this is going to be our stop. And then we need to, let's Control Plus. Let's go ahead and we need to get rid of these right here. Actually leave them because you're going to have to use that as the pin, as your pins. So spin this, do Control minus. Now I want to copy this, that there. So Control C, Control V. Now you're going to drag this over 40. Let's type in 40, enter. All right, so now I'm going to pull that through. So let's go pull, oops, undo, let's cut. Click on the pull there, let's go to cut. And then drag that through. All right, so it looks like that's good there. All right, we got our stopper in there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go to the top view. Well, actually, let's leave it right here. Let's select this. Let's go to move. Let's move this 40. We'll move it back where it was, 40. Okay, now we'll select the click off. We're going to go ahead and spin this. All right, there's our drop blade. That's our pin to stop it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get another copy of this. So we're going to go to our solid. We're going to select everything. Actually, click on that. We're going to do Control C, Control V. Now you're going to go to Move. Got another solid. You're going to move this. Uh-oh. Let's undo that. Did I get two solids there? Yeah, let's go to Move. Let's click on that blue and move. I don't think I copied it. Let's go back here. Control C, Control V. Click the blue. Drag this over 2 millimeters. Actually, you need to go 4 millimeters. So 4 millimeters. Go to spin this. I think I needed to go farther. Let's undo that. Go to spin. Okay, so undo. Okay, so we'll get back to here. All right, so the scale is 3 and the blade is 2, so I have to move this over 5. So let's do a copy, paste. Let's go to move. Let's grab that blue and move this over. Type in 5 millimeters. Oh no, actually 6. Okay, this scale is actually 4. I was thinking it was 3 for some reason. So we'll go ahead and click off. Now we'll spin this. Okay, this is going to be our drop. Now what we want to do is zoom in. Let's go get the pan tool. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pull these pins in here. We're going to pull from both sides. So we're going to change this to both sides. And then we're going to drag this out a little bit. Let's do undo. Let's do a no merge because we don't want these pins to merge. We'll go ahead and pull these. Let's see if 13 is going to be too much. That's too much. So let's go 11. I'm going to do 10 millimeters from both sides, so then I can put a little chamfer on these. So let's go ahead and spin this. Oh, it didn't pull that through all the way. That's weird. That's 5 and 5. This is 5. This is 4 and 4. This is 8. This is 2. 10. That should actually be through the other side. It's not. Okay, well, we'll deal with that issue in a minute. So now we're going to go pull here. Do from both sides. Let's type 10. Okay, looks like this one is where it needs to be. No, it's not on that one either. Okay, not too concerned. Let's go Control minus. Might have been better if I just started with a. All right, well that's okay. We're getting there. Oh, I didn't do a no merge with this thing. Darn it! That thing merged. Undo. We're gonna have to do a couple of undos. I hate to do that, but all right. For some reason, this yeah, we don't want this to merge. This can't merge. Okay, so this one is okay. Let's go ahead and pull this. I think it needs to be 2 millimeters. So 2. No, actually undo. 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 Let's type 2. Let's click on the face there. Hit 2. And then that should be good. And then we need to do the same on this one here. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Let's undo that. Let's go from both sides. Click that face. Go from both sides. Punch in 10. Oh, there's where we have to do the no merge. So no merge. Punch in 10. Okay, just be careful of that because you don't want your knife pieces to you don't want them to merge. So we'll click on that face there, hit no merge, and then type 2. Let's go to the top view. And then I need to move these pins out here. So let's go, and then we'll start putting some detail in this knife. All right, let's spin this a little bit. Let's go to pull. Got to spin them enough so I can see them. Click there, click both of them, both sides, no merge. Do 10. Click that one, pull from both sides, no merge, type in 10. Then let's select the click off. Make sure that everything's good. And then you gotta move these up too. So we'll click on that face there. Click the face, do a no merge, punch in 2. Then we'll click this here, do a no merge, type 2. Okay, so this should be our, I'm gonna go ahead and add some details to these. This should be our friction folder. So we're gonna go ahead and select everything on here around the whole thing. We'll do a no merge. And we're gonna go ahead and pull this. Let's do a 1.5 fillet. Okay, that looks good. Had some issues on this blade at the beginning, but we're getting there. And now we'll go ahead and click till everything's selected. Do a 1.5 fillet. Looks like that 1.5 fillet might be a little close to the pins. So I'm going to do an undo a couple times. Get back to there. We're just going to do 1 millimeter. Okay, we'll spin that around. Let's pull. Click till everything's selected. Hit 1. Then we're going to spin this. Now we're going to do a chamfer on the blade. Since we did the blade 2 millimeters, we're going to select those 2 lines. We're going to go to pull. We're going to come over here and change the chamfer, and then we're going to type in 1. So that's 1 millimeter, and then we'll flip this around. We're going to select both of these. We're going to come over to pull. We're going to go change that to chamfer, and then type 1. Okay, so now we have a 2 millimeter sharp chamfer there. That will create our edge. Now I'm going to go ahead and go Control plus. I want to chamfer these pieces right here, so we'll go ahead and chamfer. I'm just going to pull just to get an idea how much I want them to go. We'll do 0.5. So we're going to click that one, go to chamfer, type 0.5, and then we're going to pan over. We'll do these 2. Let's go pull there. Let's change the chamfer, type in 0.05. Oh no, actually 0.5. What the heck did I chamfer that one at? I already forgot. 0.5. So just do 0.5. Okay. All right, I'll do this one. Type in 0.5. Okay, we're getting there. Now we got those 2. Now I'm going to round the corners right here so these aren't sharp. Go ahead and click on that. Come, I can't round that. Let's undo that a couple times. Well, it looks like I pulled out a piece. I didn't want to do that. Let's delete. Let's go to pull. I think I did a 1 millimeter chamfer to that. I'm going to leave them. I'm going to leave them like that. We just need to do the around the back side here. Let's pull these. Change to chamfer. 0.5. Do the same on this one. Chamfer 0.5. pan over and get these two right here, 0.5. Oh, not fillet, chamfer. So I'm going to change that. 0.5. Chamfer 0.5. Now I'm going to get rid of this little line that I see there. We don't need. What is that, a solid? No, that's part of that, so I can't get rid of that. All right, let's try this out. Let's go ahead and go to top view or isometric view. This is going to be our friction folder. Now what you need to do to move the blade is go ahead and click on the blade, change your anchor point to this center point right here, and then go ahead and grab the blue. Why isn't it moving? Okay. Got to grab the entirety of the blade, change it to here. Grab the blue. Now your friction folder will fold around there. It'll hit that part there and it'll stop. So this is going to be our friction folder here. Your blade is in there, and then when you want to move the blade again, triple click till everything is selected, or come over here, highlight your blade, go to move, change your anchor point to here. Looks like it didn't move. Let's spin this. Come up here to the surface, select it, go to move, change anchor point to here, then go ahead and grab the blue, fold it back out. Then you could spin this, make sure it's resting on that pin there, and then go ahead and select the click off. Okay, this is going to be the Design Spark mechanical tutorial on how to create a friction folder. I think what I might also do is put a little bit of a chamfer in here for this to be a blade. So we'll go pull, we'll go to chamfer, we'll type 1. So now I have a sharp point on this, the top as well. So we'll spin this around. Going to go to pull, we'll select that, change the chamfer, type in 1. Now we'll go ahead and spin this. Okay, now you have a sharp point up there, and you have a sharp point down there. You have your pins. What you would do if you were creating this is you would actually get these kind of screws. You just get them the length here. So this is 4 plus 2 plus 4, so that's 10. So you maybe get these, I don't know, 12 millimeters. So you would have 2 millimeters over here and 2 millimeters over here, the kind that thread in, and they kind of you screw them together. So all you would really need to do to create this is to print one of your scales, your left scale, your right scale. Make sure that these holes are the right size. These holes are there. You'd have to print this left side, right side. You'd have to print this little block here with the holes in it. And then you'd have to print the blade with this hole in there, and then you would have to have a pin for the stop. And then you'd have to print all this on metal, and then that's basically it. And then you could also print this. If you were going to print with metal, I would print this blade without any chamfers on it, just squared. And then you could do your own grinding on this blade to put a sharp edge on it. And then you just throw everything together, and then that would be your this would be your what you call your friction folder. It would just come out with friction. All right, that's going to end today's tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. We had a couple of little challenging issues in the beginning, but we worked through them. I like to keep those in the video because I don't want everything to be perfect. I want the tutorials to be able to show you how to work through things, because that's how you would normally do stuff if you were building something in Design Spark Mechanical. You're rarely going to build it from the beginning to the end without any issues. So if I have issues with these, then I can kind of try to show you how to work through them. So if you have the same problems, you could also work through them. Okay, so just an overview on this, what we needed to do when we created this is we created this knife blade. Then we created one of these scales with the holes here, and then we created this little block in the back to keep the blade from going anywhere. Then we kind of moved stuff apart from each other, and then we extruded this left scale out. We extruded that 4 millimeters. And then we extruded the blade out 2, and then we copied this one and we created another one over here, but we created it 4 plus 2, so 6 millimeter move. And then we did the same with these little pins as we pull them out, and then we put a chamfer on the end of these. These little pins will probably come out of here. If you were going to create this knife and print it, you would actually have to buy the hardware, and then probably where these circles are here, you'd have to make them a little bit bigger and kind of a inset so that the head of the bolt would actually fit in there, and then none of this stuff would come apart. And you'd have to do that for all of these. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed watching and you got some useful tips out of this video. Thanks again for watching.